Right, so the affirmative's plan is to legalize marijuana to solve California's debt problem. This plan is flawed because, firstly, California is solving its debt problem by itself. They've already made ways into solving that problem. Secondly, they said that solving all that revenue generated from marijuana will help go into education. That point is counterproductive because you want to solve education's debt problem by legalizing marijuana, a drug that will guarantee itself into the hands of teenagers, which will then lead to addiction. So even if they solve the problem for education, it's just creating another drug that teenagers can use and become under the influence of, which is obviously not going to help them focus on their studies. They say that marijuana, the second affirmative speaker says that, himself says that marijuana is psychologically addictive. So again, they emphasize the point that we were trying to make, that marijuana is addictive and it can become a problem, and it will become a problem that society will have to deal with at some point, because it can lead to addiction, which will take over other priorities that people have. They say that marijuana has no increase in the risk of heart attack. This evidence is actually, I have a piece of evidence here that says marijuana will increase the risk of heart attack, especially among older individuals. U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, marijuana raises the heart rate by 20 to 100% shortly after smoking. This effect can last up to 3 hours. In one study, it was estimated that marijuana users have a 4.8-fold increase in the risk of heart attack in the first hour after smoking the drug. This may be due to increased heart rate as well as the effects of marijuana on heart rhythms, causing palpitations and arrhythmias. The risk may be greater in older individuals or those with cardiac vulnerability. So basically what the affirmative is suggesting, that we legalize marijuana to solve one problem, but that creates 10 or 20 other problems. Like my partner suggested, the disadvantages of this solution far outweigh the advantages of the solution. So legalizing marijuana may solve one problem, but it will create a bunch of other problems that, as a society as a whole, we'll have to deal with. And then it will lead to a society as a whole. Our society as a whole is plagued by obesity, by addiction, and this will just add to another factor of it. And society as a whole is already under so much stress and stuff. This will not help solve that problem. This will not help bring our society out of this syntax-like community that we've become. Also, there's no the affirmative presents no concrete evidence that legalizing marijuana will specifically help help the education budget, and that the money generated will go to education specifically. Vote negative.